Hola, good morning. Hello, everybody. It is the 8th of June and it's 20 past 7 in the UK. And this is your Monday morning update for BTC. So, what do we got? Well, in general, I think we're going to be building towards FOMC next week on the 17th. Is it the 17th? It is the 17th. That's what I think we're going to be building towards now. Everything is basically going to be sat here waiting. I can't see there being a cut. I think they'll just hold it, in my opinion, but we never know. But it's going to be a fairly big deal. There will be market volatility at the time. However, I feel probably might stagnate this week. So let's just quickly start the week by having a look at the news. Let's have a look at news, lad. Look at the news. And we've got Wednesday, Thursday, and a little bit on Friday. Otherwise, it's pretty light. Monday, Tuesday, look like choppy days, boys and girls. Look like choppy days. All right. So what am I looking at? Well, this was Sunday's kind of idea, and I don't see it's changed a whole bunch. If anything, it seems to be building quite nicely. What we're looking for is we're looking for 5 waves down, which we're going to get, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, looking for retrace into this 67, 68 zone here, and then we're going to come down for our final move down. Take out the. I think have we taken the low out? Yeah, I think we might have taken the low out. We have taken the low out. But come down, complete this whole process. Can you believe we've been in this ridiculousness since February? And then we get to see what the market really wants to do. Okay, so how does that look on the tiny time scales? Well, a couple of things. So, firstly, we do actually have. Here we go. It's right here. We do actually have an 80% setup this morning. 80% setups when the value area sits inside or below or above the daily open. It is a 90% chance that we would transverse from here after you've settled 2 30-minute candles underneath value area and do that. And normally we transverse to somewhere like to the other side of value. Okay, it's very simple. I mean, it's just price gets accepted into value and it normally moves to the other side of value. This is premium, this is discount, this is value. So let's keep an eye on that. I haven't put a short box up here because I just think it's I mean, yeah, what are you going to do? You're going to do that. You're going to risk this. You're going to put your stop here. It's one point. It's not even. It's not. It really is not worth. It's not worth it, boys and girls. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. However, I might look at the long. Not my favorite trades at the moment, but I might look at the long from in here. So if we do get that move down into here, then look for a long to taking up into here, into the 65s. All right then. So let's just look at this. This is a possible EW count for the next week or so. I think it's a lot of chop. I just think we're going to get a lot of chop over the next, 10 days? And first thing I'm looking for is a corrective number here. This is what we're looking for. And I want to see 5. I would like to see this ABC. I don't know how complex it's going to get, but what I have managed to do is scribble out a count whereby we're in the middle of creating an A wave, which should come up to around this 65, 400, 65 mark, and then come back down to B. The B wave should then come back down to 90% of that previous A wave. And so I'm going to be interested in a long here, mainly because the invalidation of that long is going to be at this point here. So it's a really risk-free trade. So what it would do, a couple of things. Firstly, it enables the 80% setup to complete. Secondly, it gives me an internal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready to come back for another 4, 5. This is the chop for today. Okay. And it's a scalp trade, but it is worth it. If you look at the R&R on this, it's super tight. Bam. So what is that? It's going to be 7s, which is phenomenal. Okay. That's the only long trade I'm interested in until we come down into here. So if this comes through for some reason, and in fact the 5-wave count is incorrect, and instead of being 5, it's some kind of 3, and this is up, and then we get that, and then we get that, and then we come down, then I'm out of it, and I'm not interested, and I'm just going to wait for this possible 90% 886 hit here. So I will be watching when this rotates down from wherever for this an 886. We don't know where it's going to come. We don't know where it's going to be from or to. 886.9 hit down here. Okay. So what else we got? Well, oil is back on the rise because the numpties have been firing at each other again. So war is still on the agenda. The NAS took an absolute spanking along with everything else Friday, and Asia continued to dump last night, and we are not happy people. Various reasons. What was that in the end? That was almost a 5% single day dump in the NAS. So why is this happening? Well, a couple of reasons. One is they're pricing in no Fed cuts. Okay. So no cuts. Okay. Which is good. 2, we are getting a nosebleed because we are high. This is just profit taking. Okay. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but we have taken back most of the stuff since May. So this is just a bit of a nosebleed, and we'll just rotate back up. And 3, and probably more likely, well, not likely, but definitely considered, is that we have SpaceX coming through with its IPO, and people want to get involved. So what they're doing is they're saying, all right, well, we've taken a lot of cash in the NAS. I'm going to sell some off, and I'm going to rotate that and get ready for this IPO here. And let's see. I think a combination of all those 3 things is causing this. And I think what we have here, just, not worrying about it too much. You got this is coming down more, boys and girls, in my estimation. What I have is, here's my 1, 2. This is a 1, 2. That's 3, 4. I'm going to look for 5. And I'm looking for 4. I'm looking for 5. Okay. And that, where that ends, I'm not going to try and understand that just yet. I want to wait to see what happens on Monday, today, as it were. So, Trades on BTC. We are looking for a short up here, obviously with confirmations, etc. We're looking for a little pot long here. We're looking for another long here. I don't think that we break. I don't think we come down and break this today or tomorrow. I'm expecting this to continue to complex for a few days, if not an entire week. Because this is a wave 4, so it might just do this, and it might end up waiting until next week before, and we might just sit in this for 7 days. So be prepared for that. I would definitely be keeping all my trades to scalp trades at the moment. Get your profits in nice and early. Don't expect this to rock in one direction or the other. There's too much going on politically. The big Fed call coming up next week, etc. So we kind of have, in essence, we've got relief into resistance. Okay. So we have relief into resistance. So this is the relief into resistance here and here. And then we're looking for immediate support. These two immediate supports, I'm not looking for anything outside this at the moment. All right, that's it really. Quite simple. Just because price hasn't moved, and we often get this when we have these kind of mega dumps or mega pumps, price sits then to recogitate, think about life, do what it wants to do. We've got a big gap here that needs filling on the volume. So I can definitely see us coming and revisiting this at some point. But yeah, otherwise, overall, we're looking for this. At some point, more down. And on the day-to-day stuff, today's stuff rather, I'm looking for a little, I'm going to be taking a little scalp long here as long as this doesn't just shoot through. See what we get. Push it up into 65. Hopefully that might be London. And then we get some horrible dribble down for 2 days. Yeah, this could get really, really unpleasantly complex. Obviously, could this just cycle through the bottom? Could this be something like that and just do that? I'm sure. Yes, absolutely. Because that, however, I'm giving you what I'm seeing from a point of view of the structure of the waves. I don't particularly like the way this is moving up. My wave 3 is only kind of just arrived here. So these are 1 2s. That's a 1 2. That's a 1 2. And then we have another 1 2. And this is my first third. So now looking for 4 5s, 4 5s, 4 5s. Alrighty. All right. Oh my gosh, it's 13 minutes. I am so sorry. All right. Listen, lots of love. Tally buys. Have a nice day in Discord. Blah.